Why does this feel like the end of an era? Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Francesca's Books. My name is Francesca, these are my books, and here we talk about all things thriller books. And today is the start of the end. No, I'm kidding. I'm moving my bookshelves and I am setting up my new dream home library. So kind of the end of an era really. So this is one of the very last videos ever that we're going to have my current setup behind me, but I'm very, very excited because there is so much more space. So for those of you that don't know, I bought a house a couple of years ago, but I've not been living in it. It's been renovated and I am now moving in, and the home library is the final project that I am doing. And that renovation starts today. I will take you over to the house shortly, but the first thing I have to do is literally paint the walls. They're already white, which I think is fine, so I'm going to put another coat of white on top of them just to make sure they're all clean, all fresh, paint the windowsill and just do like the boring things. So I won't really bore you with like loads of that, but I'm going to be painting the room today, and then I'm going to be like measuring up for the actual bookcases. So I have two Billy bookcases at the moment, obviously here, and I have a third one that's already at the house. So I'm going to try and make it so they look built in. I'm going to attempt to get a wall where they all fit like perfectly, and if I need to buy a fourth one, I need to buy a fourth one. I mean, what a nightmare. So I have a vision for this library, and a very clear vision, and I'll pop some pictures on screen here of what I'm thinking going into this project, because obviously I have not even started this project yet. So it may become slightly unrealistic, and I'm interested to see how close to this I can get, but I'm excited. I'm so excited. I was gonna do an unhauling video, and I love doing those videos. I love purging my bookshelves so much. However, I think because I'm gonna have another full Billy bookcase going that way, I'm not gonna do that just yet, and I'm just gonna get as many books into the new house and onto the new shelves as possible, because I feel like otherwise they're gonna look quite empty, and then I will reassess once it's all finished. So for old time's sake, I'm going to take you around my current bookshelves, how we have them now, and then I'm literally heading straight over to the new house to get started. So it is actually a little bit messier than it normally is. Now, who am I kidding? It's always this messy, and I always seem to have books just sat there for like when I've been filming stuff and I've just not put them away. So the current setup, and probably the last time we'll see it, is all of these books on this shelf are books that I've read, and I think I'm going to keep a similar theme in the new setup because I like to be able to grab books that I've read and then have TBR books like in a different place. So as you can see, there is now books on the top of books because we're running out of space. So this was a perfect time to actually change the library as well, and all these here I've read and aren't even on the shelves because they can barely fit. And then I have a whole bookcase of TBR, which I think is quite shocking, to be honest. And I haven't read any of these books that are on this side. Occasionally, like one slips through the net that I have read, and it's just on there for no reason. But these books are in the new library. I want to like file them a little bit easier to access. There's also just so much random stuff. Like I've literally got like a phone, a hat. Like, what am I even doing? There is no order to any of this, basically, so we're going to get some order. These are textbooks that I'm no longer using. There's mail up there, like, yeah, this needs sorting. So this is the final time. Say bye to the bookcases, and we are going to head to the new house to start decorating. So this is what we're working with right now. Obviously, it's a big space, but there is some furniture in it. So first thing, we need to move this sofa. My brother's coming to help me with that, and his girlfriend. And then move this. And then this is one of the bookcases that I mentioned, like just have another one randomly sitting there. I also have a book on it as well. Don't know why, one random book. Anyway, so I'm thinking bookcases down this wall is like the initial plan without really too much thought into it. The walls are actually okay, they're better than I thought they were, but there are some like marks and stuff, so I feel like it makes sense to give it a good paint. This is my painting outfit if anyone's interested. As you can tell, literally paint everywhere. This cardigan has to come off when I paint because it would also get ruined, but I've sacrificed these leggings and this sports bra and sacrificed these trainers as well for this project. Nine girls want to drink wine, tell the men not to waste their time. I tell you what, I'm wasting a lot of time messing around and getting my camera set up to talk to you when I should just be moving stuff. So here is a little update. The room is now freshly painted, which was a massive job that I didn't think I was going to get done before the carpet was fitted, because I had a set date that the carpet is being changed. and I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna get time to do this, but luckily I had some home help the other day. My brother and his girlfriend came and helped me, so the room is looking good now. It's looking very fresh. The walls are all just white. I'm not sure if I'm gonna change that. I think I may paint one of them as like a feature wall, maybe opposite the bookshelves, but for now I thought white is just safe, just have everything like looking clean and fresh and like airy, because this room, although I think it probably does look okay on this video, doesn't have like loads of natural light. It's the best I could do in terms of like choosing a room for this, but it's still not amazing. So I have a little bit of furniture in here that I need to move today out of here so I can get the carpet sorted, and then comes the actual exciting bits. So these are my new desk and desk chair waiting. That's why they're in this room. I'm still gonna have to move them. This is just the old bookcase that was already here. This one will be coming back. Just needs to be cleared for now. And these bits just need to go downstairs, and as does all of this. Oh my goodness. Yikes, if you're scared of spiders, don't look now. Hey friend. Is that Ralph from Cackle? It's carpet day. Very soon. This room is just gonna look so good. Carpet's been fitted in another room, and look at the difference. Oh, how exciting. Stage one, the basics, is done. The carpet is in. Looking fresh, the walls are painted, the carpet's in. Now comes the actual fun part of creating my library. Packed a suitcase, and what worries me about this is that that's only 2 shelves. And I only have 1 suitcase. If anyone watched my BA Paris ranking video, I'll pop it here if not, and saw my absolute frustration of not being able to find the therapist, I found it behind the books on the red shelf. Should have checked there. So this is 1 shelf completely empty, and I've managed to get it into 2 suitcases and a bag, and I feel like if I can do 1 bookcase and the sets of books on 1 trip, then I think it's possible, because if there's only 2 trips, then yeah, we can smash this. I'm quite impressed I actually managed to get it in. I didn't think this would be possible. But here we go. Got everything that I said I would in the car. Mission going well so far. Now to the new house. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it this. So we had a few boo-boos on the back of this on the way over, I'm not gonna lie. So I have literally just been power drilling more screws in so that this time the back doesn't come off these bookcases ever again. But I mean, can't really blame them. They are literally from IKEA, and this is the 3rd time I've moved them, so they've done pretty well. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Francesca's Books. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to incorrectly build a Billy bookcase. Can't even work out what rung they're supposed to be on. So once you have all these little guys in, at risk of sounding like Ross from Friends, these little worm guys, then you can put the shelves on. I make it sound so simple. This is not feeling very secure to me, and I'm prepared for the comments. I know you're supposed to attach it to the wall. I know that. Prepare for failure. Phew! That is a sign that these shelves need dusting. Trade secret. You guys know that I share on YouTube everything first. This one was already in the house, so it's already built. So I've got 2 up, but realistically, I've only actually moved 1. However, I literally just moved on from the other room. However, this one is in the best condition. So what I'm gonna do is put this right at the end, because when I film for like TikTok or anything else, like you guys get the full behind the scenes. But when I film for TikTok, like the window's here. So realistically, it's this bookcase that's gonna be in the background. So inside a scoop, that's why it looks so good. We have 2 bookshelves, and I've managed to get them to match. So the idea here is to get the back into colour order, and I mean, they're not too far off because of the way I've packed them, so hopefully we're good. It's actually crazy that I'm still on all the books I've read. Like, I've read every single one of these books, and like, this is maybe like half. It's Mambo number 3. Oh, that was loud. Oh no, we have our first casualty. Okie dokes. We are so getting there now, guys. Honestly, it may or may not be like 8 p.m. So I was going to try and do this like all this afternoon, like just get everything there, like even if it wasn't set up. However, I've decided I'm going to get the rest of the books and pack them into the suitcases and like load up the car and then go tomorrow before work, because I have been working over there anyway. So I feel like the trip tonight is kind of unnecessary and I'm getting tired. Okay, I'm getting tired now. So I'm going to pack up the rest of these. These are all the books that I haven't read yet, so if you see me getting very excited about some of them, you know why. By the way, look at this copy of The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. Okay, this was not worth my time. Oh, this is a book light. How cute. We're packed up again. This is actually so sad to look at. So the second wardrobe is down, and I wish I'd just done this with the first one. It was so quick and easy. I just don't know what possessed me to think it would be easier to transport an entire wardrobe, not broken down, on my own, than it would be just to take it down with a screwdriver that I already had. You live and you learn, guys. So we're back on day, I have literally lost count, with a broken down bookcase. I definitely said wardrobe in the last clip, don't know why I did that, which I'm gonna put up now. And I also have the rest of my books, which I'm gonna unpack. So I feel like we're finally getting somewhere with this. I feel like this would make a fantastic game of limbo. No, I'm not gonna try. This is the little song I like to call I Don't Need a Man to Make It Happen. But I'm never gonna build bookshelves on my own again. I'm gonna hire someone next time. Okay, bye. Ta-da! Amazing, they're finally all up. Now I just have to deal with the books. I'm also thinking though, before I start putting the books on and like actually decorating them and doing the fun part, which is literally all I've been excited for, I think I am gonna go home and get a power drill and screw the bookshelves together, because I feel like they're just gonna be more sturdy that way. I think these two would be absolutely fine, but this middle one, the one that I tried to move as a whole bookshelf, is definitely worse for wear. There is a large rip down the back, so I'm going to try and like patch that up with just some like fillers and paper. I don't know, I'll make it work. But they're still not super stable, and obviously since this carpet is new as well, as you saw, it is kind of like still setting a little bit, like it's still very fluffy and there's like a lot of bounce on it. I can't really explain it, but like, oh no, they're okay actually. I'm still going to drill them together for precautionary measures. So I'm separating out the books I have read and the books I haven't read. So everything I have read is over there, where you saw before, and I'm put everything here that I haven't read to make things easier when I'm shelving, hopefully tomorrow. They're all still colour coordinated, but in this bag I also have like all my little decorations, so they can just go somewhere else. For now. I have so many candles, it's actually not even funny. And I kept this because although it was Halloween, I thought I could get away with it. And it still smells like pumpkin spice. Okay. Back in colour coordination. And I've read these, I don't know what they're doing there. And these, wait. I've read so many of these. Why did I let you go in here? Ah, I don't know. I'll sort it. I think I've just got mixed up when I've been packing these. Read it. Yeah, okay, I've read all them. I know what's happened. I've been filming a like top 10 reads of this year. Spoiler! And they've gone in with the unread books. So basically this is my unread books and my favourite books. And number 2. By the way, if anyone's got a cabin sized suitcase, 8 books fit in this little zip compartment perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. Some Christmas thriller books, which I always say I never have any of and can't find any. And there's 2 right there. I love this coordination that I've got going on, honestly. I can't get enough. Do you know, I think it's so easy to see online, like everybody's libraries and be like, oh my God, like I wish I had that, like I barely have any books. Have you actually seen how many books I've actually got? I'm never going to compare again. This is just crazy. It's just like suitcases on suitcases of books. I actually feel so lucky whenever I like do things like this. So lucky. Nearly there. That, my friends, is the end. Day 3 updates. All the shelves are up. All my decorations are ready to go. These are all the books that I have read, and these are all the books that I haven't read. So probably should start making my way through that. Apart from these hardbacks, some of these I have read, some of these I haven't, but I just put them on their own little shelf. I don't know, I feel like they always look better together, like when all the heights are all the same. So I probably will split them into have and haven't read, but like on the same shelf, if that makes sense. So yes. I am back for another day, another library update. It is the next day. I am feeling a bit like, I wish I could kind of just done this in like one go and had like a really cozy like day of it and like felt really productive by the end, but that's not just how my life works basically. So here we are doing it bit by bit, but we're doing it and I can kind of like enjoy the process a little bit more. However, I've just picked up my camera straight away because I've walked in the room and I've just realized I've like got all the decorations on the floor and this literally looks like a shrine to me and Sammy, like we've died and it's like a vigil. What a joke. So today I've been thinking about it and I'm definitely going to drill these shelves together. Like they are secure, don't get me wrong, and I've put a few more like nails in the back and a few more screws under the shelves. You know what I'm saying if you got these. But I do just feel like it's going to be safer to actually screw it together officially. Now there is 3 of them. I feel like 2 before where they were kind of wedged in between 2 pieces of furniture, but obviously there's like an open end, which I imagine I will put in the bookcase at some point, but for the meantime I do not have enough books. So am I qualified to do this? Absolutely not. Do I have another choice? Absolutely not. So I'm taking Strong Independent Woman way too far with this one and I'm just gonna do it. So wish me the best, wish me good luck. This could be the start of something pretty tragic. I just put my first screw in and I wasn't even recording. Okay, I put my first screw in. Bit scared. Kind of glad you guys were there with me is what I was saying whilst doing it, but you weren't. So maybe I can do things on my own. However, it was really loud and it's like 8 PM. So it's not really fair on the neighbours. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow in the daytime instead. Welcome back to day, I want to say like 5. I've now like screwed all of these bookcases together. I didn't film it because 1, it was actually really loud and like really overstimulating, and 2, like I actually don't think you care about me putting screws in a bookcase. I mean, if you do, come on. So that is now all sorted, and the last thing I'm gonna do before I put the books on the shelves and just enjoy this room, quite honestly, is I have a desk and a chair that were very kindly sent to me by Flexi Spot, so I'm gonna put them up now. I also found another bag of books at my mum's house, so they can go on the shelf. And also brought my armchair. Everything is just so nicely coming together now. I've never seen anything so well packaged as this. It's like foam on foam on foam. I'm gonna start with the desk first. I feel like it's too ambitious to do both at the same time. Girlies and guys, we are now going to find out whether I'm truly built for DIY or not. Because this is looking a little bit complicated for me. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm absolutely smashing this, but I'm also going to be honest in that it probably couldn't be more simple. This is a standing desk as well, so you'd think it'd be a lot more complicated, and it probably is marginally. But like, they've even put all the screws in like little label bags. Can you really go wrong? And most of it is with an Allen key as well, which I think is really good because I just gave the power drill back. So I was like, oh, great, this ain't gonna help. Guys, it's the moment of truth to see if this desk is gonna go up and down. It feels like it was too easy, hence my hesitation. So let's see. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, so it's on. This is the height of it right now. Oh, yeah. Easy as that. You can preset it as well, so I think you just hold this down and then set it to like where you want it. Ah yeah, and then when you click, okay. So you put it to the height you want it, then click the preset and then it'll go back to there. Oh, I know, a little superstar.